programs if it can deter severe violations of religious freedom earlier on. The Frank Wolf Act amends the 1998 International Religious Freedom Act in several ways, including by creating the designated persons list and sanctioning mechanisms for non-state actors. Could you elaborate on how this provision of the Act could be used to address violations of religious freedom, particularly those committed by Burmese security forces, non-state actors, and other nationalist groups and individuals against the Rohingya minority facing ethnic cleansing?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The Act does give us some additional tools in being able to, I mean, obviously we have spoken out against non-state actors who've committed these gross violations, as Secretary Tillerson did with respect to the genocidal acts of ISIS in Iraq. And we have been able to speak out against individuals, but I think this will give us an opportunity or an impetus to put them together more methodically. The Rohingya situation today is just appalling. The attacks with security forces and also societal attacks have resulted at this point in half of the people in Rakhine State, half of the Rohingya leaving and living across the border in terrible conditions, murders, rapes, just every manner of atrocity committed against them. We have, as I think you know, been trying for years to find some way to throttle back people's behavior in this respect and appeal to the government, appeal to the Burmese military to stop it. But it's a little bit what the chairman said. People in power sometimes the argument as to what's in the best interest of the country doesn't resonate with them because it's not in their best interest as in terms of maintaining their own power. And trying to find the right combination of carrots and sticks to persuade them to do otherwise is difficult. But it's something that's got to be done. It's something we spend an awful lot of time and energy on, trying to find the right combination of programs, diplomatic activity, advice, pressure, and hopefully we will find a way to throttle it back, because it's a bad situation, or a terrible situation that's getting worse.
Thank you. Ms. Arriaga, I noted in your testimony you highlighted how religion has been used to disempower women, and that women and girls are often victims of religious freedom violations, extremism, and discriminatory personal status laws. Could you discuss the complexities and synergies between the rights of women and girls, freedom of religion, and what religious freedom advocates have been doing to address the issue?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We at the Commission have issued a brand new report precisely on the synergies between religious freedom and women's rights. We find that countries that fully respect religious freedom also ban child brides. They also allow communities to reject harmful practices such as female genital mutilation. Women who are divorced are not forced into poverty. Women are not forced to convert to the religion of the person they're marrying. Marriages are recognized. It's been, unfortunately, our experience that women's rights and religious freedom advocates were not working together. They thought that rights were pitted against each other. However, after we issued this report, we have met with the numbers of academics at Oxford. We have met a number of parliamentarians through the International Panel of Parliamentarians for Freedom of Religion of Belief, and we have found there has been a great reception. We think we can double the advocates for religious freedom if we take in advocates for women's rights as well. Ultimately, human rights are interdependent. And to take one out of the equation arbitrarily or artificially hurts the rights of everyone else. And every single human right should be considered in tandem as cooperating and collaborating with each other.
Thank you very much. I yield back.
Gentlewoman yields back. Chair now recognizes Mr. Gomez for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. When I was sworn into Congress, I said that one of my main duties was to fight for my constituents, no matter where they were from, no matter what